I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Thomas Edison. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. I think Winston Churchill. You can't go anywhere on social media without reading a bunch of quotes about failure. But guess what? Failure sucks. Right, Trevor?
Not always.
You're telling me you like to fail.
I don't like to fail, but sometimes you have to accept it and learn lessons.
That's what we're talking about today, is handling failure when you're young. Anywhere you look on social media, you see something about failing and failure, and you're just like, man, I get it, but it sucks. How do you deal with it? Trevor, how do you deal with failure?
Well, like I just said, sometimes you just gotta take it as a life lesson or a business lesson. You know, why did you fail? Don't get upset. Don't cry because the one thing failed. It's really not a big deal. Just look at it and say, okay, how could I have done that better? Or sometimes it's just meant to not work out. Maybe it was actually a bad idea you were pursuing anyways, and it failed. Thank God it failed, or you may have wasted more time on that bad idea.
I agree, and the one quote that I do swear by is if you're going to fail, you fail fast.
Yeah, you've said that many times.
Yeah, so if you do fail, look, it really sucks. I know people try to glorify failure, but in the moment, it sucks. So let's say, you don't get that job, you don't get that raise, you don't get that girl's number or that guy's number. Just remember, this is not the end of the road for you. Just, this is, take a few hours, a few minutes to sulk, feel sorry for yourself. But this is not an indictment of you as a human being. This is just something that you tried that didn't work.
I don't think you need, a couple hours to sulk, because I think you just gotta learn that sometimes these things don't work out for whatever reason. And when you attempt any of those things you just listed, you should keep in mind, this might not work.
Yeah, always keep that in mind. I've done things like grappling tournaments, and I have like wrestling matches and speaking events, and things do fail. We always talk about the success stories. But I failed at everything that I've ever tried, first time at least.
Yeah. Well, and as you mentioned, asking for a guy or girl's number, sometimes it's good to actually have a comeback for the rejection.
Oh yeah, always.
You should be ready. You should be, as soon as they say, no, sorry, I've got a boyfriend or a girlfriend or whatever, you should have a comeback right away. Just be funny about it.
Exactly. It's so easy, I see this happen to people. They fail at something and they just give up, they shut down. Look, if it's something that's not meant to be, that's fine, move on. But you have to move on. That's the key. You can't just fail and, feel sorry for yourself for the next 3 months and then never try again, right?
Especially if these are minor failures. Like, we're not talking your whole business collapsed and you had to go bankrupt. That's quite a grand failure. But if you try something little, you try to get a gig and the person said, sorry, we changed our mind, or you're fired at the gig. I don't know, just these things.
Fired.
Just move on. Don't sulk. You can be a little mad at yourself or disappointed with yourself because you did something stupid. But don't waste time feeling sorry for yourself.
And here's a challenge I have for you guys as we wrap up this video. Try to fail more. Because if you just try once in a while and you fail, and then it's easy to get down on yourself. Try to fail every day. Ooh. Try to, I saw a challenge once where you have to walk into, the guy, was it Tim Ferriss or someone? He said you have to walk into a coffee shop and ask for a discount. And they'll obviously say no, but just get into the habit of failing, because I promise you, it becomes kind of fun, right? Like, you're just failing, but it's
because you're ready for it.
Yes,
you don't go home and cry every time you.
Because when the epic failures do it, there will be big failures. You will lose your job. You will, your project will flop. You do want to be ready for that. So try to experience failure every single day, and I promise you, it's not that bad. Thanks for watching.